Hey everybody, welcome to ETFS Weekly. I'm Travis Yoesting alongside Chris Parry. Spring break is coming up, which means one thing: high school soccer season is coming to a close. Chris, both the Lee boys and girls soccer teams are heading to the playoffs. What have you seen from them the last couple games?
Well, they've been winning games, and that's what they had to do to make the playoffs. The Robert E. Lee girls are going to finish second in District 11 6A. Had a terrific comeback win last night on the road against North Mesquite. Robert E. Lee took care of business what they had to do. The boys, they beat North Mesquite in a shootout. 9 rounds that shootout went. That's just fantastic. And Robert E. Lee was able to win that game in a shootout. So they get 2 points. They pretty much, that clinches them 4th place. So they're both moving on to the postseason, and they're both very excited about that.
All right, and we got John Tyler boys and girls both lost on Tuesday night, and neither team will be heading to the postseason. JT boys had a chance late in the year to make a push for the playoffs, but a 2-0 loss to Longview on Friday kind of killed their hopes. They will, though, be out in force on Friday night. The Lee boys are playing at JT, and the JT girls are playing at Lee. So we'll have 2 big rivalry games to finish the season. Chris, what do you think about those games?
Yeah, it's always, you say you throw the records out. You really do, especially with the guys. JT does not want to lose both games, both ends of a double, home and home, to their rivals. So they're going to be playing pretty much, this is like a playoff game for them. They want to finish senior night. They're going to want to finish on a high. Robert E. Lee, I mean, you don't want to say they're going to take a step back. They're not, because they want to finish strong, but they've clinched 4th place. They've kind of done what they wanted to do, and they don't want to get injured heading into the playoffs, but it's still John Tyler. So you know it's going to be a good game.
Exactly. Hopefully I have a lot of fans for that game. One game that didn't have any fans was between Chapel Hill and Athens on Monday, where fans and parents were not allowed at the game. Chris, what can you tell us about that game?
So that was pretty crazy. Athens and Chapel Hill in their first meeting had a fight, a brawl. There's just no other way to put it. Fans were involved. It was crazy. So for the rematch, a couple weeks later, the Chapel Hill ISD said no one is allowed in the stadium. Not fans, not cheerleaders, nobody. So they basically, it was coaches, referees, players. And I think that, and there was a couple media members, and one of them talked to me. Joe Ellerson, who's the sports editor at Athens, said it was just weird. It was weird having nobody there. Chapel Hill scored a goal to win the game at the very end, and there was silence, except for the players celebrating afterwards. So you hope that this doesn't happen, but they were trying to do what they could to keep everybody safe.
All right, and we switched from soccer over to basketball. We still got one team left in East Texas. Grapeland will be competing at the state tournament down in San Antonio this weekend. The Grapeland boys, they beat Tenaha in the regional final. They had 3 different players score 26 points or more in that final game, and so they can fill it up. They're going to be trying to get to the final. They play in the semifinal on Friday. Also this weekend, we'll be covering the Region 14 JUCO basketball tournament. Phil Hicks is covering that every day this week down in Jacksonville to see if TJC men and women's teams can book trips to the state national tournament. So make sure you follow us on Twitter. Myself, T. Yoesting ETFS, Chris Parry, C. Parry at C. Parry ETFS, and check back on etfinalscore.com for all the latest updates. See y'all next week.